You know how you start off in the morning and you get yourself a hot shower and get your day going just to make a video? Well, here we go. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. You know it is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. We are at Friday the 16th. It's a good thing it's not Friday the 13th. It would have been a really crazy one. Let me go ahead and move the microphone over here close to me so that way y'all can hear me a little bit better. I just want to say I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds. And I want to thank all the subscribers that we've had from day one to now. I want to thank you all for watching the videos and subscribing and being a part of the family. Now, I do this in the beginning. I'm not trying to do clickbait or anything else. I'm just thanking for all the people that have, joined the family, that have watched the videos and helped us grow. And just to let you know, it's not clickbait. We're going to get to, the next bit of what the video is. But in the beginning, I do this. I'm going to do this every time. So do expect it. We got a couple new subscribers. And, I appreciate every subscriber that comes in to the family. Now, I know some people don't do that because they feel, oh my God, his videos are going to go up through the roof and he ain't going to get no views. And you know what? I'm doing my own thing. I'm not doing what everybody's doing on YouTube. Okay? I'm doing me. Okay? I'm going to let you all know that I'm doing me. I'm not doing everybody else. I'm not following suit with everybody else. I'm doing me. So I just wanted to be clear with that so you all understand. I'm not going to sit there, if I want to do something spectacular on the video, I'm going to do something spectacular. If I want to give you some information on the video, I'm going to give you some information. If, I do what I can do. I do it the best I can. I don't have a bachelor's degree in making videos. Not everybody does. So when you go to make videos, okay, no one has a bachelor's degree or anything else. They're expressing themselves. I'm expressing myself. I just want to make this perfectly clear. I'm expressing myself in my own way on this YouTube channel. Yes, I would love to be monetized. Yes, I would love over 1 billion subscribers. To have a big old family. Yes, I would love to do that. But it takes time. And I know it takes time. So, all I could do is keep moving forward and hopefully everybody joins and we get more and more and more people, that want to be here. We're not doing too bad. I know I started nine months ago. But the thing is, 9 months time, I'm about almost to the halfway mark. It's taken people, 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 years to get at least 10,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers. Okay, YouTube's algorithm is not easy. And I'll make this point clear. YouTube's algorithm is not easy. Okay, you have to work for what you want. You have to make videos every day to show everybody that you're consistent with your content. You're trying to build a niche. The first thing they don't want to see in the first year is you being a slacker. So, I make a video every day. If I miss a video on one day, that's because I had something important come up and I had no other choice. But the thing is this, I try to do my best to make a video every day. No matter what kind of content, well, it does matter the content. I try to base my content on PC building, PC news, dealing with what the companies are doing to the PC gamers and everything else. I try to deal with computers. Okay, I don't deal out in the real world dealing with the real world problems because that's what people don't want to hear is the real world problems. And I know this is not part of the content of the video that I'm going to be doing today, but I want to get myself out there and I want to get it clear so you all know what's going on with me. Okay? I'm not some creepy old guy. Start that off. Right off the bat, I'm not a creepy old man. I'm not the kind of person that goes peeping in windows. I'm not, I'm just a normal guy that's lived a clean life, that's over 50 plus years old, that is working hard for y'all to show you all I can do videos. Now, my content on my videos might be a little up and down, but the thing is this, when it comes to the end game, I'm always correct on the end game. Is because when you get to the end game, and I made the video before the end game, and you see the end game when it comes about, and you look at my videos and you're going, oh my God, he was right all along. See, that's the thing. I'm foreseeing what's going on at the end game. Okay, I'm making my content now because when it gets to the end game, you all will see that I was correct. And it seems like, just for an example, like everybody told me, well, the RX 7950 was a never thing in the first place. Well, yes, it was. As you can see, everybody's making content about it. Everybody's making content about the RX 7950 XT. So that's kind of funny. People are making more and more content about it, but they're not getting to the point. Or another example, like they were telling everybody that the RTX 4090 was catching fire. Okay, what did you do to fix the problem? You told everybody about the problem. What did you do to fix the problem? Oh, they ran around in some convention area, turn around holding a power supply, showing everybody they can plug it into a power supply. That takes brains of knowledge to do that. I would have took the video card and plugged it in with the video card other than using a power supply. That's just common sense. I don't know what y'all think about that, but to me, that's just common sense. That I saw that and I was like, oh my God, that is so stupid. I'm sorry, I'll call you out for what it is, and you can call me out for what it is. I don't care. But if you want to know the real deal, I'm going to tell you the real deal. I'm not going to hold it back from anybody. If I see it wrong, I'm going to call you out for it, and understand that I will call you out. And these companies don't, they sit there and they bait the reviewers and tell the reviewers, oh, if you don't do it this way, you're not going to get anything from me, blah, 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 and everybody starts crying. You know what? If you're not going to give me anything, then don't. If you want me to sponsor you want to sponsor me by giving me a product to let me review it and tell everybody how good or how bad the product is, that's another thing. Okay? Don't hold it, and these companies better understand this, don't hold it over a reviewer's head that if they don't do it your way, that they're not going to get anything. I can foresee my future, and they probably tell me, well, I'm not going to get a thing. Well, if that's the case, that's fine. There's other sponsors out there. There are millions of sponsors out there. So if you don't want to get in on this game, and you want to back out from this game, then there's plenty of people that want to get in on my game, that want to get in on this channel. So don't think you're the only game in town. And that's the way I'm going to take it. First sponsor that comes up and says, hey, I want to sponsor you, guess what? I'm going to take your sponsor. And I'm going to sponsor your product. Or I'm going to showcase your product. You're going to sponsor me. Sorry about that. It's been one of those days. See what happens when you get a hot shower and it just twists your mind a little bit, don't you think? But look, these businesses have to understand there are millions of businesses that are in the game right now. Okay, they're in the game. I'm going to tell you of getting your drink and your snacks and being ready for this video, because I'm going to try to do my best on this video. And if you want to subscribe to the channel and you want to actually get us to monetization, then subscribe. If you're going to watch the video, you might as well go ahead and subscribe. I'm not going to twist your arm to do it, but it kind of makes common sense if you're going to watch the videos from beginning to end. you might as well just subscribe. Especially when I go live, you'll be able to get notification I'm going live. Because I do now understand this about the live stream. I don't give ahead notices. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not going to give you ahead notices. If I drop a live stream, I will put it in the community chat. I just went live, so this way you know that I'm gone live and you can be there. So I'm not going to sit there and give a forehead of everything, because I'm not sure how my day is going to go each day for 7 days a week. So do understand that. I'm not trying to preach to the choir here, but I'm trying to tell you something, and I hope y'all understand this. I'm doing this the best I can, and for what I got, I'm not doing too bad. I mean, I got two $100 cameras, I got a new computer, and I'm starting fresh, rocking along in 2023. But when 2024 comes around, you want to be here, because there's going to be a lot of things rolling in 2024. As soon as I get everything set here, a lot of things are going to be rolling in 2024. I'm not gonna make any promises or anything else, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be rolling, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, because that'll give away the secret. You have to be here to see it. See, that's the whole thing. So, yeah, I did a live stream yesterday. I appreciate everybody that came in on the live stream. I appreciate y'all coming in on a live stream. Make sure you at least stay 30 seconds on this video. At least 30 seconds, so we can get the retention time up. That's another thing we need to work on. I hope that all the subscribers help me work on this. Retention. And that's the reason why I say watch videos from beginning to end. It's because we need the retention time. The more retention time we got, the more YouTube will put my videos out there so we can get more subscribers. Okay, that's the whole idea. We need more retention time. And it seems that my retention time's not going up to where it needs to be. They say anything past 30 seconds, it shows that there's interest out there in my videos. Okay, so if my videos are not making up to 30 seconds, then they're not going to put them out there. The only people that are going to see it is the subscribers. Understand that. The only ones that are going to see my videos are the subscribers. So if you want new people to come in and help us join and grow and everything else, then help me watch all the videos. I can't watch all the videos myself. Okay, it's going to take every one of you to help me out to watch these videos. Okay, I make the videos. I got over 200 plus videos. I know we broke 250, and I'm glad we broke 250. I'm going to keep pressing on, because I want to get to 300, and then 400, and then 500, and then 600, and 700. I'm not erasing none of my videos. My videos are here to stay until we reach the max of YouTube. Until we reach the max videos of YouTube, all my videos are staying. I'm not taking them down because they don't get views or anything else. They will stay up because this will give you something to watch. If I miss one day, you got videos to roll back on and something to watch. So there's many of videos that you can watch right here on our channel. I say our because it is our. The subscribers and me, it's our channel. Okay? The new subscribers, you become a subscriber, it's our channel. Okay? Am I charging you to be a subscriber? No, I'm not. It's free. It is free. Free. Free to join. Free to be a subscriber. Do I have any commercial on my videos? No, because guess what? I'm not monetized. So even if you get commercial on my videos, there's going to come a time to where I'm going to tell YouTube, whoa, we have enough subscribers now. We got 1 billion subscribers. We don't need advertisements, and stuff like that. And there's going to come a time to where that's a part of what I was going to do, was that I'm going to take and make sure all my main videos come here onto this channel. I don't have a second channel. I don't have a third channel. I don't have a fourth channel. Okay? Understand, I don't have any more channels. Now, if you want me to have a new channel to something new, we will have that discussion in a live chat in time. But right now, I'm building one channel. This is my niche. We deal in computers. Okay? We deal in computer news. We deal in computer builds. We deal with everything into computers. Nothing else. This is my niche. Is computers. So if you wonder what my niche is, that's my niche. It's computers. Because I love to do computers. This is what I love to do. Okay, I know this video, I'm burned up 15 minutes of the video just to let you all know this. But the thing is this. I want you all to be happy. I want you all to be able to trust me, be happy, and everything else, to want to come here and watch my videos. I want you to be happy to come and see these videos. I don't want you to take and say, oh, he's boring and this and that. Well, you know what? If you go around the world now these days, you know what's really boring? Sitting in a doctor's office. I have to do that every week. That's boring. Now, coming to my channel, I try to do the best I can to not make it boring. What? I don't throw little prongies up like, y'all want a smiley face? I'll throw you up a smiley face. If you all want to see a smiley face, I'll make sure I throw up a smiley face for you. Okay? So, there you go. It's not hard. See, but my hardest part is I don't have, and I'm going to admit this, I can build a computer, yes, but when it comes to video capabilities, I really don't have the capabilities to do what everybody else does with their videos. So this is the reason why I say I keep my videos raw. I keep it, you see, everything that I do, it's all in real time. So this way, you know, you don't have to see these little pop-ups or sit here and have to hear me say, well, come and, you know, this company, blah, 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 has got this kind of product, blah, 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 blah. If I'm going to advertise a product, I don't need to showcase it. It doesn't need to be showcased. It actually needs to be used if it's a good product. If a company sends me a product and says, I need you to showcase this for me, well, I'm not just going to showcase it, I'm going to build in it. You know, it better be for a PC. I'm going to build in it. I'm going to build with it. And we'll see how good it is. So, if it can last up to what I got cooking, it'll last. But if it can't last, if it's a PC case, or if it's a motherboard, or if it's processor, or whatever it is, you know, we'll see if it lasts. That's the whole idea. That's the end game the consumer wants to see. How long is this product going to last? Is it going to be worth me buying it? Now, you have to understand that. That's the whole end game of it all. Is it going to last to the beating I'm going to put on this product? Okay? That's what people want to know. If I beat the heck out of this product, is it going to last? That's what they want to know. So if any product I get and I beat the heck out of it, and if it holds up to what I got to give it, then it's going to last. Tell you that straight up, it's going to last. So now that I got that out in the air, let's go ahead and get to the video. And thank you for listening to my rant, listening to my 15-20 minutes of, you know, jibber jabbering and letting y'all know what's going to be going and what's not going, and, you know, all that good stuff. So I hope you stayed through the rant. Now let's go ahead and get to where we need to be. Now let's switch to the action screen. Let's see what we got cooking here. I turned around, I pulled up this right here. These are going to be about leaks. This is the leaks they're talking about. They're talking about the 4050. The 4050 coming out sometime in 2023. It was supposed to be on June 2023 for the 4050, but I think that's changed. This is June. See, their problem is they're releasing the 4060 now in June. Okay, they kind of switched things up. They're releasing the 4060 in June 29th of this month. So, when it comes to that kind of screws up the fact of the 4050. So in July, they're supposed to have the 4060 Ti 16 gigabyte, and that kind of screwed that up again. They're supposed to have late August, September, October, somewhere in between there, the 4090 Ti, which that's kind of up in the air again. Now the Blackwell, that's not for gaming, so we're not going to worry about that. The 7500 XT, the release date is still unknown. We still don't know what the release date is. The RX 7600 and 7600 XT update was in May, but they only released the 7600 XT. So where's they released the 7600. Where's the 7600 XT? That's a good question. So they're saying the 7600 will perform similar to the 6750 XT. I love to see that. RX 7700 XT release date is 2023 sometime. It's got 3,840 cores, 60 compute units. It's Navi 33. Let's see. 7800 XT release date unknown. 7950, the one that I talked about, and I asked everybody the question about, what the hell, AMD? I asked you the question about the 7950 XT and the 7950 XTX. Now, if they would have released that first, it would have taken out the RTX 4090 from nvidia. That would have been their cherry picking. That would have been AMD's cherry picking GPU. Is the 7950 XT. Would have took out the 4950. Was that 4950? Yeah. So it would have beat out NVIDIA's best, and then AMD would have had the best. No, they released the 7900 XT and the 7900 XTX, which is the second best. Why? And that's the question. Why did you hold back when you had the product in your hand getting ready for release but pulled it back? See, that's another thing too. You have to understand about, what's in their mind and everything else. Nobody knows what's going on over there at AMD. From what I've seen in their last video that they made, they're more focused on AI generation, just like NVIDIA is, other than the gamers. So when they build a graphics card, are they building a graphics card just to appease the gamers? And they don't care about the profit margins or anything else. They're just doing it to, appease the gamers, to keep us happy. What are they trying to do? Y'all really get down to the nitty gritty of it all. To me, that video showed that they're trying to showcase, just like NVIDIA, for AI, just to do complete AI and become the leaders of the world on the AI generation. That's all I'm saying. As far as NVIDIA making processor chips, they are a graphics card company. They are not, a processor company. they're having somebody else build their processors for them. I think that was they did a collab with Intel. I think that's who they were doing the collab with, Intel, about making processors for them. I think that was back about, 3 weeks ago or something like that. I'm not too sure. You can comment down below and let me know if I'm right or wrong on that, or, to that conclusion. But I think I heard about something about this going on. That they were doing a collab, nvidia was doing a collab with Intel, and that's kind of the reason why Intel's not in that same boat too, where they're not really, I think they're probably waiting for Battle Mage. That's probably what they're waiting for, to see what Battle Mage is going to be like, coming out of Intel. Even though Intel is getting ready to drop the I in Intel, or make it N and tell, Intel who? You ain't going to tell me. Is that how it's going to work? Are you going to tell me Intel is going to be Intel? Oh my goodness, it's confusing. So let's get back to the leaks. I'm going to take it only to a certain point, to where we're at Battle Mage, and see what that is. 2023 and 2024. Alchemist, new architecture, new foundry node, higher performance. Two variants, the XC2 HPG, high performance, and the XC2 LPG, low power. The XC2 LPG, the first use in Meteor Lake IGP, integrated graphics processor. So, XE cores counted doubled to 64 or 1024 EUs. Clocks up to 3 gigahertz. Wow. Okay, so that means that the 7950 XT and the 7950 XTX from AMD ain't gonna mean squat at this point, is what Intel's trying to say. So I want y'all to make sure you get this correctly. So this is what I'm understanding it to be. The IPC improvements and new math formats, 256-bit memory, high memory clock, GPU codename BMG-G10, numeric, fabricated on TSMC, 4 nanometer EUV process. Wow. Okay, so we're going to stop right there on that. I wanted y'all to get some of that information right there. We're going to go stop there right there. And I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Okay. Now, my final thoughts on this. Battle Mage looks like it's going to be something interesting. Really something interesting. If they're saying 3 gigahertz or greater on a GPU. Oh my goodness. That more or less, like, say, the 7950 and the 7950 XTX from AMD didn't mean nothing. So when they go to put that out, Battle Mage is going to turn into the leader of the graphics cards, and the RTX 4090 Ti is probably going to be neck and neck with Battle Mage. So this is what I see everybody talking about, Battle Mage. Now I can see why they were talking about it. I was kind of investigating that this morning too, thinking about it. Why is everybody focused on Battle Mage? What has Intel got cooking? Intel with an N. So they dropped the I. Oh my goodness. Y'all know Intel's not going to change. You're always going to see the big I in Intel. The only thing that's going to change is the numbers. They're still going to be Intel regardless. So, unless they go further down the road and they become a whole different new company, then that's a different story. And, then you go from there. But what I think it is, the ARC, they got a new ARC coming up, which is probably not going to be the ARC anymore. So I guess their new name is Battle Mage. I guess that's what they're going to call their GPU is Battle Mage. So when it does come out, I hope Intel, says, hey, would you like for me to sponsor you on this one and, help you out on this one? Well, I hope they do by then, because I want to see what Intel's got cooking. I really do. I've been seeing what nvidia has cooking. I've been seeing what AMD has cooking. I want to see what Intel's got cooking as far as GPUs, and CPUs. They don't make motherboards, not yet. They probably will someday. But as soon as they start making motherboards to match with their processors, to match with their GPUs, then all they got to do is start making their own RAM, and then their own SD, hard drives, their SD cards, or not SD cards, SSDs. Once they start making all that, and that's going to be amazing that Intel can make all their products and make their own computers. And that would be even more amazing to see them make all the products and put it into one computer and build their own product and not have everybody else's, but they have their own product, but will still coincide with all the rest of the products. But, a lot of companies, they just think, well, I'm just going to build, graphics cards. I'm not going to build motherboards, or I'm not going to build, this or this or this. Well, if they did, and they built their own product where they can build their own computer, that would be a different story. It would be based on their architecture. Everything would be coincided with their architecture. But with PCs, you're getting many different architectures, and you're putting it into one PC. So you're getting a little bit of nvidia, a little bit of Intel, a little bit of AMD, a little bit of Corsair. You're getting a little bit of Crucial, Thermaltake, and it goes on and on and on and on. That builds your one PC. So with all those product lines, you put it all together, you get one PC. Now, if Intel does like Dell does, or Hewlett Packard, or some of them other companies, and make OEM and have everything all in one, and it's all their products all in one OEM, then that would be a different story. Then they're becoming an OEM company as well as selling their individual products. That would make more sense too. They would make more money doing that. Selling all their products into one computer, into a whole, making their own OEM. I mean, that would be amazing to see a company do that. But since it's a monopoly and everybody broke up into several amounts of different companies, and it really doesn't matter at this point because y'all just broke up into pieces, and everybody's fighting over who's got what, or who's getting what, or how much more money somebody else is making compared to somebody else is making. Oh, the investors are saying this or this or this. If I owned a company and I was making computer parts, last thing I'm going to be worried about is an investor. I'll be worried about the consumer more than I would the investor. That's the whole idea. The consumer pays the bills. The investor doesn't pay the bills. If the investor pays the bills, then that'd be something else. But the investor invested money to get, money back on a return, interest. That's what an investor does, gets money back on an interest. They put in money to get back an interest at their choosing, or basically at stock market choosing. So they get what they get coming back, but it's up to the CEO to make sure that the investor is making money. See, that's where the CEO of a company is more invested into the investors than they are the consumers. The minority is the consumers. The majority is the investors. So if you don't have the investors backing, you're not, you don't have a business. It's the way they think. The way I think is this: if the consumer wants a great product, then give it to them, no matter what the cost is. If it costs you $2 more to make a product, to give the product to the consumer at a decent price, then it's going to cost you that $2. But in the return, they're going to buy so many of them that it's not going to matter about that $2 anymore. It will not matter about that $2. See, when you sell quality products in abundance, you get back more money. But when you sell crappy products at quality and, a really high price, then you get nothing. Then you got to make less of that product because it's crap. Just to make the investor happy, to make it look like you're doing something. But you're actually, in actuality, you're screwing the investor. Basically making the investor believe that your product's good, that it's solid. But if you can't sell your product on the first day, maybe to one person or two people, then, that's a different story. Because you sold to two people. So you did make back a profit off of two graphics cards. But if you can't sell on the first day, if you can't sell 100,000 graphics cards on the first day, then basically you're screwing your investors. The investors are looking at, he's got so much product on hand, that's still money in the bank. No, it's not. Because when you make the product, it's at a price. But if you go to sell the product at a higher price, you're trying to make price to profit. So the thing is this: let's say the product that you paid, let's say $100 for, dropped all the way down to $20 now. To make that product, it dropped all the way down to $20. You just lost money. Is because now you just lost a whole $80 on one graphics card. Is because the product price dropped. So this is why AMD and nvidia keeps the prices up high, is so that way they don't lose money on the product. So it's a big monopoly. I'm not going to get into all of it, but I've heard many rumors and skewers and everything else that everybody's told me about it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But what keeps us going here as reviewers and gamers and everything else buying these graphics cards is finding out if you got something new coming out, something better than what you put out the last time. What screwed you was the cost. These companies have to understand what screwed you was the cost. That's what screwed you. You let China take the best of you, and you got screwed. Because they're producing your product here for the United States and around the world. They screwed you on the price. And then the product, when it came out, wasn't finished. That's what doesn't make sense to me. You're paying them for a product, but you can't even get the product 100%. When you're going to wake up is when you're going to take your first batch of your products and get them sent to you, the first batch, and you investigate the first batch of product before you send it out to your AIB partners or you send it out to the consumer. You investigate the first batch that you had another company make for you. Instead of you making your own product and saving yourself money and saving yourself the cost and saving the consumer the cost, instead of having another company that's across the globe making it, and then when it comes here, there's a 30% tariff that's marked up on it. You know, there's tax upon tax upon tax added on, compounded on it before you get ready to sell it at a decent price. So, you know, in actuality, to make a graphics card, you get the PCB done and all the components and everything else, cost you no less than $50. And don't lie to everybody else. You know it only cost you about $50 frickin' dollars. So then you turn around and you sell it for $100 to $200 to $300 to make at least 3 to 6 times what you invested into it. While you invest into it all that, you know, intellectual property that you just sent over there to China, they're sitting there in the back end making, you know, taking all the GPUs you didn't use, they're repurposing them and selling them on the back end for double. They're making your product in their light and selling it. So they're taking your idea and selling it without your permission. Over there, they don't care. They don't need your permission. Once you send your idea, your paperwork and everything over there, you just lost all your intellectual rights. Instead of making it here in the United States and then sending it to all over the world. Because if you make it here and you send it all over the world, guess what you're not paying? Tariffs. You're not paying out the yin-yang on tariffs. You could have made it right here in the USA. And if the product's made it here in the USA, it's going to be 100%. As you know, the USA is going to make sure it's 100%. They're not going to send product all over the world and knowing it's crap. So the product's not made here, and everybody's buying it, and it's always going to have a sticker on it that says China. Shenzhen, China. That's where it always comes from. Shenzhen, China. So until I start seeing made in the USA and I start seeing made in the USA on the parts, I'm basically, we're working for China. We're not working for, you know, to get the reviews out for these different companies. We're actually working to get the word out for China. I want to start seeing something from the USA. I want to see graphics cards made in the USA. I want to see what happens when they start doing that here in the USA. What people start doing then. You're not going to jack up the prices. Prices are going to be good. And people are going to buy your cards because they're made here. So, just an idea for you guys. You know, these big companies, you're making your products overseas. Bring it on over here. Start making it in the USA. And then shipping it overseas. You'll see a big difference. And price and cost and everything else will come down. And you'll be happy. And then the consumer here will be happy. Then the consumer in, you know, Europe and all that will be happy because they don't have to pay that extra cost. They still got to pay a tariff cost before they get the product in their countries, which is ridiculous. Back then, years ago, they didn't have to pay that. Neither did the United States. So now, everybody breaks bad, and now we're all stuck holding the bill. Not the government. I'm not bringing the government in this, but I'm saying not the government. They don't pay the big bills. The consumer does. Now, remember, gamers. We love our companies that are here, that are supporting us, that are taking care of us, that are working with us to gaming the best it can be. Now they got the AI out. What are they doing to make it best for the gamers? Absolutely nothing. They're giving us more cost to support for their adventure into artificial intelligence. So get to the point. There's the point. End of story. But I'm not going to make this long video. I do got some things I got to roll into. But if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to work towards 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. What I mean by 4,000 watch hours, watch the videos from beginning to end. Would be appreciated. Said and done deal. And thank you for subscribing if you just subscribed. And also, too, I thank the veteran subscribers. You guys are awesome. You are the best. And thank you for your help and watching the videos, getting your friends here, telling them to watch the videos, telling them to subscribe. We do appreciate all that extra help. So, but until the next time in the next video, this is JJ and JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next one.